Once again, Xiaomi has come up with a phone that no one in the country can offer at a price of Rs 9,000. But is it worth considering or not? Let's find out. This is Saurabh Nahar here from All About Technologies, and you're watching the full review of Redmi Note. So let's start with unboxing the device first. But before that, let's take a look at the specs given on the box pack. So we have a 1.7 GHz MTK6592 MediaTek chipset with 2 GB of RAM. We have a 5.5-inch 720p HD display. We have a 5 megapixel front facing camera and a 13 megapixel rear facing camera which has autofocus capability. We have a 3200 mAh battery, MIUI based on Android 4.2, and we have dual SIM support, of which one will support 3G SIM card. The price quoted on the box pack is Rs 9,999, but you could get it for Rs 9,000 on Flipkart via flash sales. So as soon as you open the box pack, on the top we have the Redmi Note, which is huge enough and very huge actually. And if you take a look at the back side of the device, it is in white color and it is a glossy back cover, so it will attract a lot of fingerprints and also some scratches, but we'll keep that aside for the time being and take a look at the contents of the box pack. So we do get a USB to micro USB port for connecting your phone to the PC or your Mac system, and you also get a power adapter. Let's remove the plastic, and as you can see all the details over here in case you want to know. And we also get a set of documentation in here, so that includes a quick start guide or a user manual, so everyone who is using MIUI for the very first time can take a look at this, so that you will come across a lot of features that we have on this device. And here is the limited warranty statement for the device. And last but not the least, the battery, which is a 3200 mAh capacity battery, and as you can see over here, it is very huge and a bit heavy. And at the back side you can see all the details in case you want to know. So here is the phone itself, and the 3200 mAh battery, which is really huge and should make the phone last for more than a day. Now let me just remove this plastic off and we'll take a physical overview. So at the bottom we have this menu, home and back key, which are touch capacitive buttons and they do light up. And on the top we have a 5 megapixel front facing camera with couple of sensors next to it and an LED notification light. We also have a earpiece, a 5.5-inch IPS 720p HD display. On the right we have volume key and power button. At the bottom we have a primary microphone and a micro USB port. On the left we just have nothing. And moving on to the top, we have a 3.5 mm audio jack and secondary noise cancellation mic. On the rear side of the device, we have a 13 megapixel camera with BSI sensor, and we also have a flash, which is a LED flash. And the back cover of the device is very glossy, as I mentioned earlier. And at the bottom we have MI logo and the speaker over here. So that's about it, and we'll remove this back cover off so that we can pop in the battery and also take a look at the SIM card slots and SD card slot. So here your WCDMA or 3G SIM card will go, which is a SIM 1 slot, and in SIM 2 slot your GSM SIM card will go, and here is the SD card slot. Now let me just pop in the battery so that we can power on the device and take a look at the UI for those who have never used MIUI. And now let me just place this back cover off so that we can power on the device itself. And after the setup, I'll be back. So here is the lock screen, and from which you can unlock the device, go into the camera, go into the phone dialer, or you can even type a message by going into the messaging app. If you double tap, you can control your music as well. And if we unlock the device, the UI is pretty neat and you don't have much of a things. You don't have an app drawer. All your apps remain on the main screen. And MIUI is all about customization. So you can customize each and everything, including fonts and various other things like lock screen, wallpapers, and stuff. You can also add effects to the home screen. So you can go crazy with customization on MIUI. And if you pull down from the top, you will jump into the toggles. So here are the toggles. So you can even control your brightness and take screenshots and stuff. And if you go into the notifications, you will see all your notifications here. And if we go into the settings, you can explore a lot of features like do not disturb and various other things in the settings, so you can customize and take a look at the features when you get hold of the device. So that's about it. Now let's take a look at the benchmarks. Let's start with multi-touch points. So we have 10 multi-touch points on the device, which is fantastic. And moving ahead, let's take a look at the Nina Mark II score. And the score is around 61, which is fantastic. Now let's run quadrant standard benchmark and I'll be back with the scores. So here are the scores, and as you can see the score is 14,622, which is really good. And if you want to see the detailed scores, you can see over here. And now let's run the Antutu benchmark and I'll be back with the scores again. So finally here are the scores, and let's scroll down a bit to see the scores. And you can see the score is 32,265, just below LG G3. And here are the details of the scores. Now let's move ahead and take a look at the CPU-Z app. So we have 1.7 GHz MediaTek MTK6592 chipset, and we have Mali 450MP GPU. And if we go into the system, we have Android 4.2, which is Jelly Bean, and we have 720 by 1280, which is a 720p HD screen. We have around 2 GB of RAM, and the available RAM is 1200 MB, and the available storage is around 5.5 GB. And you can see the battery related information, and we have couple of sensors, so you can take a look at the names of the sensors in case you want to know. So that's about it from the benchmarks part. Let's take a look at the gaming on the device. So the battery is 21%, temperature is 30°, and time is 4:45 p.m. Let's start with a basic game, which is Real Boxing 2014. And as you can see, the display quality is really good, and even the gameplay is pretty smooth. Also it loaded up pretty quickly without any issues. So playing basic games like this won't be an issue on this device, and you will actually enjoy playing these sort of games on the device. Although the speaker quality is very decent, not too loud, not too low. So so you can watch a bit of a gameplay until we move on to the next game.
Not much time left for the final blow. Another hit lands. Clinching time. Accurate punt.
Now let's play a bit of a high-end game, which is Dead Trigger 2, and this game loaded up quickly without any issues. It is not a high-end game actually, sort of a mid-range, and you can see this display quality is really good, no issues with that, but I am not so impressed with the speaker quality of the device. But one thing is noteworthy, that when you continuously play on the device, like you play games on the device, the back cover will be sort of a slippery sometimes because of your sweat, and the device would actually slip off your hand, so do take care of that. So now we are playing a very high-end game, which is Asphalt 8, and I was unable to play this game on high graphics mode. I don't know why, but I was expecting that this device would be capable of handling all that, but it was not. It was very laggy and choppy, so I was playing this game on medium graphics mode, and it works fine on the medium graphics mode. But when we compare this device with Samsung Galaxy Core Prime, even that device can handle the high graphics mode, so I am slightly disappointed with that. After the gameplay, as you can see that the temperature has gone up to 38 degree, and the battery percentage is 17%, and the time is 5 p.m. So that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. You can head on to aatechnology.in for more details, tips, and also what I like and don't like about the device. Also hit the subscribe button below and you will be posted regarding my recent updates. And do hit the like button below if you liked my work. And also post your comments and queries here. And you can also post your comments on my Facebook page and Twitter page. So that's it, guys. See you next time. This is Saurabh Nahar here from All About Technologies.